It was home, bag on the floor, kit off, shorts and things, back out to play football. That never really went away. There was nothing was ever going to take me away from that. What do you enjoy doing? What interests you? What makes your mind want to get going every day? When it makes sense to me, I'm in, I'm all in. Why not learn what you should really be doing and invest yourself in it? And if you don't like it, you're going to stop anyway. Nothing's really strayed me because I've only ever really followed what I want to do, and if I didn't enjoy it or disagreed with it, I simply moved away. No fear of failure. I don't mind failing. I would rather try and fail than not try at all. You can sit now and be upset with what's happened, that the goal you set is either not turned out to be the way you wanted it to be. When something happens to you, in that moment, it can devastate you, it can put you on your ass. But the fact is, sometimes the worst things that happen to you are the best things that could have happened to you, because you find something else as a result. So that's why I'm never scared of failure, because all it's doing is bouncing me back into the right direction of where I should be going anyway. On your feet, pick the weight up, 1, 2, 3, go. There's no secret. Like, hard work, time, consistency. You need to be who you are, not be anything but honest and yourself, I think, and then don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Count to 3 and do 1 minute, all the time. Do the people around you, do they feed the flames of your fire, or do they try and put them out? If anybody in your life tries to put out your flames, get them out of your life. Like, why are they there? But as long as you're a decent human being and you know that, then just be you, put it out there and just keep plugging away. Eventually these, if what you're giving to people is real and it's helping, it will just slowly chip away and you'll edge your way up, and just, you've got to believe that what you're putting out there is good. Invest in yourself as well. If I was to go back, I would tell myself, the world you want around you, spend more on that rather than what you want the world to see. There is no perfect time, there is no perfect moment. You have to just start. It's that simple. Exercise is cathartic. That not only on a hormonal level, but on a mental level as well. It gives you that moment of a break from everything else that's going on in the world. You can focus on just what's in front of you at that time, and that's all that matters, and that's really freeing. And that break away from the everyday hustle and all the problems, sometimes that can just give you that reset you need to go back energized and recharged back into the real world. The benefits are huge, and I would recommend anybody, even if you're not sporty, who cares, go for a long walk. You don't have to be brilliant at everything, you just have to try, and you'll try, and eventually you'll find those 1 or 2 things that you really love. We scare people. I think, again, social media scares people into trying things because they see everyone being perfect at something all the time. Trust me, nobody's perfect. It's not something you can be taught, and some people don't have it and some people do. When we were sparring, or when we were doing really tough drills with Thai boxing or wrestling, I always had a little voice in my head, even when I was when you're on the floor and you can't get your breath in, you can't expand your rib cage enough to get your lungs full, and you feel like you might throw up. Always a little voice in my head was going, get up, get on your feet, get up, get on your feet. On your feet, count to 3 and do 1 more. All the time, all the time. On your feet, pick the weight up, 1, 2, 3, go. My phone is not in my hand during training. My phone goes wrapped up in a bag, and all it's doing is playing music. If it beeps or it rings, I don't care, I'm not answering it. This is my time, it's not a long time. Most of my gym sessions are 60 minutes. If I can't take 60 minutes of a single day to myself to focus on something that's going to make me better, how can I expect to get better at anything else outside of that 60 minutes? This is easy, this is fun. This is what sets you up to go and do the tough stuff that's real. So, getting my head down, music that music that gives you goosebumps, that music that makes you want to just get up and do something. You need that is huge, and a lot of people, you see them sat around looking into space, just not really paying attention, on their phone scrolling. This is the biggest thing you see. Take all that away, take away those variables, allow yourself to get focused, and eventually it'll become a habit. Eventually you won't want that phone in your hand because it's a distraction. It's taking you away from what you now enjoy. How long are you gonna allow yourself to rest? And that's always my mentality is, do you need more rest or can you go? Do you need more rest or can you go? And I'll go as soon as I feel like I can go. Go, go, go. Don't let yourself get lazy. On your feet, count to 3 and do 1. When you're watching people on social media, when you're looking at people, take them as inspiration, take them as motivation, but understand they're a different human being to you. So you take what you like from what they do and you implement it to your way and the way you enjoy, and that's where you'll get that success from. On your feet, pick the weight up. 1, 2, 3, go. Get up and do something. It's on you. You can look around, you can see what other people are doing, you can have someone personal train you, but no matter what you have, what you pay for, what you buy, what program you're on, at the end of the day, it's down to what work you're putting in. I'm definitely hitting that bottom number, but I'm aiming for the top number. And I will try and get there in the best form I can. And maybe the first few weeks I won't get there, but if I keep digging in and I keep pushing, eventually I'll hit that top number. When I get to my point of I'm done, I count to 3 and do 1 more. So it's that, you're not building to tiredness, you're building to 1 more, all the time. And so it's that 1, 2, 3, go. And if you can develop that mechanism in the gym, you can develop that mechanism outside of the gym. You take that moment, you go, come on, 1, 2, 3, go. You are mentally done way before you're physically done. Way before. You want to quit and they say no, 10 more. You'll do the 10. And you can fall over afterwards. And you can feel like dying afterwards. The fact is though, you got those 10. So I think in life, a lot of us are trained towards, you've just got to get to this point. And when you get there, you can rest. Rather than thinking, when I get to that point, let's just get over it. Let's just get over that one little bit. On your feet, get up, get up, get up. Even when you're super tired. In the gym, I'd walk around going, on your feet. Rather than sitting down in my rest points, on your feet. Pick the weight up. And when I'm counting my 30 seconds, I don't count to 30 seconds and then pick the weight up. I'm picking that weight up at 6 seconds to go. I'm moving, I'm off. So I'm not giving myself that rest and then that comfort zone. And even if I'm too tired by the time 30 seconds hits, I don't care. It's getting lifted, even if I only get 2 reps. On your feet, count to 3 and do 1. Sit down with your nice little meal, hot drink, whatever, movie, that's cool, but earn that. Don't sit there at the end of the day with your nice little meal and hot drink when you've done nothing prior to it. Make yourself earn those rewards. On your feet, count to 3 and do 1 more, all the time. On your feet, pick the weight up, 1, 2, 3, go. You make inroads to getting to where you want to be, but you do what you need to do to get where you want to be. And that might be being sat in a job that you hate for another year. But just think that that 1 year could give you 20 years of doing what you want. But it's not easy. Yeah, it's not easy at all. It is not easy. And when the lows are low, there's only you to pick yourself back up. If other people judge you, that doesn't fall on you. All that tells you is that person is a judgmental human being. It doesn't mean that what they say about you is true. And that's really important to remember. If you know that what you're putting out is from a good background, it has good intentions, and it's only there to lift other people up and not put others down, then you just keep doing your thing. Don't worry about what others say. We live in a world where people have never found it easier to have a voice, and some of those voices just need to be ignored. You can either sit there and blame somebody else for something not happening, or you can just get on and try and work what you need to do. If you complain about something and never do anything to change what you're complaining about, you have no right to complain about that again. On your feet. And that's a really simple way of looking at life that will really benefit you. Because if all you're doing is complaining, what are you changing? You get nowhere without sacrifice. Sacrifice and failure go hand in hand. Time is going to be one of your biggest sacrifices. The amount of people who always say, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that, so they get into the gym and training. All those guys that you've seen or girls that you've seen who have been successful in getting in the gym, they didn't have 3 days to go and get to the gym. They weren't gifted, no job and just time to train. Find the time. Find the time. 1, 2, 3, go. You see somebody in a gym or in a training center or doing something, and that person might be overweight, and maybe they're not working as hard as you think they should be or whatever. But hey, they're in the gym. They're in that training centre. They're doing better than the person sat on the sofa at home, aren't they? So give those people a break and maybe give them some support. Without consistency, you're going to go nowhere. You're going to be up one day, down the next. You've got to level it off to make that climb. Whatever it is that you're going to do, be consistent at it. Don't drop off. Even on those days where you don't feel like you want to, do it, because the next day you'll be happy you did. I think a lot of people do things that are important to other people that they think they should be doing. So yeah, do something that's important, but do it for you, not for other people. Pick the weight up, 1, 2, 3.